What's up, gamers? It's Cooper here. We're inside the Warner Brothers booth again, checking out Fear 3, which is spelled with elite speak. We're here with Jason Frederick, who is with Day One Studios, the associate producer.
Yes.
And we just played the demo. We went through the earlier part of the game, I believe it was.
Yeah, it's about where we're at right now is about the third level in the game, and the two of you, Point Man and Fettel, are running through basically the suburban townhomes and encountering these people that survived the psychic blast that occurred at the end of the first game. We brought in Steve Niles and we brought in John Carpenter. Steve Niles,
Serious talent backing it up.
definitely. Steve Niles came in. He was famous for 30 Days of Night, obviously, and came in and helped us craft some of our storyline. Like the Fear universe is pretty crazy and complicated, so we came in and sort of simplified the story, made it a little more accessible. And then John Carpenter came in and helped us craft some of those horror elements and try to keep that fear alive, so to speak.
Yeah, I already jumped a couple times. One of the monsters we just saw, the guy who ended up killing me during the demo, he reminded me of The Thing, a monster from there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Creep is a new paranormal enemy that we brought to Fear 3 that's going to be showing up throughout the game and kind of tormenting you from here, like at different points here and there. He's definitely a brand new sort of antagonist that we brought to the franchise.
So definitely the biggest thing that Fear 3 is bringing to the table, we have the story continuation, going back to Alma. We have Paxton Fettel's back. He's got a bullet wound in his skull now, thanks to us. And Point Man's back. So we have the old story, a bunch of different elements to the universe, but now we have a huge co-op component. So we're no longer single man versus an army.
Absolutely, and the biggest thing we really wanted to do was not bring in a co-op partner that was the same as
Point Man 2.
Yeah, we didn't want to have that happen, so that's what we have this model called Divergent Co-op. Fettel comes in, he's a ghost, he's crazy, psychic, powerful. He's got these stun blast attacks that he can do. He can lift enemies up with his suspension ability and possess them and gain their abilities. So all of a sudden, you go into a combat situation and you both enter from the same side, but Fettel possesses an enemy in the background, and all of a sudden you and Point Man are coming together, and Fettel is using that enemy's weapons against all of his friends.
Now you're flanking them.
Exactly, it's wicked fun.
So can he get damaged then? Is he basically invincible and really Point Man's got to stay alive?
Well, basically when Fettel possesses an enemy, that body kind of serves as a meat shield for him, and he can kind of go through and it doesn't really take a whole lot of damage. When he's a ghost, he does in fact take damage, and it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, he's a ghost, how can he get bullets and stuff? And sort of we had those arguments for so long about why can't Fettel do this? Why can't Fettel do that? He's a ghost, and it's like, dudes, we're making a game. Come on, let's go.
That's more important is actually getting the gameplay to be fun.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, how fun would it be? I mean, if you're just running through it with an invincible character, you can't really do that. So.
Yeah, right, because then nobody would. So, I mean, speaking of that point, Paxton Fettel's got a lot of new stuff, a lot of stuff we haven't used in this. You know, he can blow people up, he's got telekinesis, he can possess people, meat shields, he can scout, he can do all this stuff. So what's going to keep people wanting to play Point Man when he's largely the same type of character we've played, maybe with some, new toys?
Right, and that's a great question. And the thing is that Point Man is exactly what a lot of people from the Fear franchise expect. It's like, I want to get in, I want to be able to sit by myself on my couch with the lights off and the sound cranked and be able to go through and scare the crap out of myself with that classic...
Very easy to do.
Very, very classic first-person shooter play. He's got the guns, he's got slow-mo, which Fettel doesn't have slow-mo, so Point Man can activate that. He's got all of his melee abilities. We're bringing back the jump kick and the slide tackle, all that good stuff. But the thing is, there is no doubt in my mind that Fettel is the star of this game. People have come through it. This is the first time we're showing Fettel hands-on, and for months people have been like, oh, when can we get our hands on Fettel? When can we get our hands on Fettel? And it's so much fun to play. It adds a very large and different dynamic to the game when you come through and play as Fettel, where you can come through and open up different pathways that you normally wouldn't see during the campaign mode.
He has special vision ability?
Yeah, there's when you saw it a little bit in the demo that you guys were running through, where there's different doors that glow this bright red color that only Fettel can see, that you'll never be able to see as Point Man. So when Fettel comes in and opens his pathways up, suddenly it's like, oh, here's a room that maybe has a weapon stash, or maybe like a little goodie for Fettel to collect, or something like that. Or another little pathway that you guys can go through that you and Fettel can take together through the level that never would have been accessible in the campaign if you're just playing as Point Man.
So when should we expect Fear 3?
Fear 3 is coming out this spring, and it'll be on the PC, 360, and PS3.
It looks fantastic. It's got a great universe. You got a lot of talent building the story, building the game, and fleshing out the universe. So it looks. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It was great here, and can't wait to scare the living crap out of myself yet again.
Awesome, dude. We're looking forward to it.
Great. Yeah, when you have to back away from the game, take a 10-minute break, you got scared.
Oh yeah.
Change your pants sometimes.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome, dude.
Thanks so much.